Hello, SNA Assassinators. I don't understand why it just went out like it did right now. But as well as saying before I got interrupted, but this time on this third clip of the SNA podcast, the full year anniversary of AEW Collision Review, this is where we got Shane Taylor then attack Dante Martin right out of nowhere, then hit him with right hands until we got Darius Martin and Action Andretti was there to save the day to their brother. This is where they made sure to even the odds by doing a full out brawl right onto the shade. But this is where I get but the numbers advantage turned to a disadvantage. It got the better of them. This is where we got Anthony Go do for a German suplex right on to I believe Action Andretti, while Shane Taylor then eventually hit a right knuckle punch right onto Darius Martin. Then followed up with a Uranagi slam. This is where then they stand up tall as the biggest men. But that's where we got Leo Rushton came in and helped out the team top flight. This is where we got Shane Taylor. Why say Sean? But this is where he throws him right to the left side. But this is where he slides back, and this is where he gets thrown right over the top rope, and Shane Taylor try to close on him out of the ring. This is where we got Lee Moriarty trying to grab on the Leo Rush. This is where then Leo Rush dodge out of it. This is where then he hits a spring roll kick, like with him going forward, but he kicks right on the back of his leg, right into the face of Lee Moore, which he landed right onto Shane Taylor. This is where we got Lee Moore. I mean, this is where we got Leo Rush. Like, okay, how about 4 against 3 sounds like this is where we got top flight was like I'm not sure if that sounds fair, but thank you so much. Like, I guess we owe you all now. When this where fans were chanting Leo repeatedly. This was Shane Taylor. Like, this won't be the last time you see Shane Taylor in this promotion. This is where Leo was like, fine with me, but for now, I see you later. I would hate I would hate to I would hate to be your hater or something like that. Yeah, down the line. Just really looked at the top flight. He was like maybe we could this go. Well, maybe we could work. Maybe we could be a quartet, like at least for once. And then this is where they're like, yeah, why not? And then this is where Shane Taylor's like, okay, like if you're gonna join them, we got a guy that could join me, Lee, and Anthony. Like, just wait and see. And then this is where yeah, there was the what's that? Top flight, got stand up tall with Leo Rush, like when Leo was trying to do the right thing, which he did, which I'm not sure if they were sure that it was the right time of doing that. That's where we got Hikaru Shida then did a vignette of celebrating the full year of Collision, but that's where they and she also said something down the lines of her coming back to AEW, and I was doing the dance of joy and hoping that was the case because it's been a while. The last time we saw her in AEW television been like almost a year, like towards like the end of 2023, like which I believe she went down by an injury bug, yeah. But I'm wish her a fully fast and speedy recovery. And she won't be out for long. But this is where we got Kyle O'Reilly was in the match against. This is where we got Kyle O'Reilly against. Who? Oh, this enhancement guy, like which he goes for a roundhouse kick, like go back and forth, left, right. This is where then he turned into a. This is where he didn't waste no time went for a cross armor, but this is where he grabbed onto this rope. This is where, what's her name? Aubrey was like, yeah, like he's on the rope. And then this is where we got this is where we got Roderick start watching this and sitting with the comment while sitting next to the commentators. This is where we got this guy like then wrapped his head around doing a headlock like a flying head scissor triangle choke right onto what's his name to Kyle O'Reilly. This is where we got Kyle O'Reilly to try to get out of this arm bar that he had on. This is where Kyle O'Reilly sent him right to the corner. He hit him with a knee strike right into the corner. This is where he finally hit across armor, like, which it was a successful one and a guarantee, which he made this guy tap out, like, and it took him less than about 10 minutes with Abriel was raising his hand. This is where Roddy Strong was like, it was like, thank you for your, this is Roddy Strong tells, what's his name? It's Nigel McKinnon's like, thank you for your time. Like, thank you for your time. Like, now take care of your business with Kyle. This was like, yeah, like, I sure will. This is what Kyle O'Reilly would be like. And then did a big handshake right to this female fan. This is where they showed, this is where then we saw this female fan was excited. I just touched Kyle's hand, like, gee. And I was like, okay, like, I'm a Kyle O'Reilly fan, but I wouldn't get too excited. I'll be like, wow, like, I cannot believe I just shook his hand. Like, I remember watching him since his NXT days. Like, and yeah, like, but I'll be excited and shocked that way, but don't go overboard. But anyways, this is where we got 8-man tag match with Mark Briscoe, Orange Cassidy, and Dante Martin, and Kyle O'Reilly taking on the team of Roderick Strong and the two members of the Don Callis family, Konosuke Takeshita, and Kyle Fletcher, then Zack Sabre Jr. I was like, well, it makes kind of makes sense because we got Dante Martin and what's his name? Mark Briscoe and Konosuke Takeshita. Well, only thing different they don't have is what's his name? The Man Love Crime People Rivers, Jack Perry. It's it's Kyle Fletcher taking that spot while we got we got the other half of the rivalry with Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong and Zack Sabre Jr. and Cassidy, like, for their future potential match at AEW Forbidden Door. But next week, we also they announced next week we'll have Private Party against the team of Chris Jericho and Big Bill of the Learning Tree. But yeah, this is where we got the main event match, which was the Bang Bang Gang against the House of Black, which definitely delivered, and it was a very interesting 6-man tag match. Start off with, I believe, Austin Gunn and Malachi Black. This is where then. Or no, it was Malachi Black and not Austin Gunn. It was what's his name? It was Juice Robinson. Yeah, this is where it started off with them grappling out until they rolled right into the corner. This is where Malachi Black was sitting down like his usual self, like crossing his legs over while sitting. Wow, this is where we got Juice Robinson pretend that he was a dog and he sees a fire hydrant and he got Malachi Black is. This one. This is where he lifted up his leg, and it looked like it was peeing on him. Like, but yeah, it's all just it was all part of wrestling comedy, obviously, which it also gets the second place spot. No, I'm thinking of WWE. The first place spot of Goofy Wrestling of the night. Like this, but this is where we got Malachi Black and hit a flying kicking strike right into the head of Juice Robinson. This is where he gets tagged in by Austin Gunn. This is where he went up. Like, okay, like you want a piece of me? Like, okay, okay, Malachi, you're gonna get yours. But this is where we got Brody King then get tagged himself right onto the back of Malachi Black. This is where Austin Gunn then did a smart move. Say like, nope, no, thank you. Like, I think I'll pass. I'm tagging my brother Austin. Like, you got this. This is where this is where Colton was like, all right, you were gonna put me in the ring against this guy. Like, what? Like, why are you so intimidated with him? Like, I'm not even intimidated. Like, I'm barely bigger than you are, and you're afraid of this guy. And this where then, like, you're really afraid. Like, you're this guy. Like, yeah, like, I know you're a bit smaller, but dang, like, this is where then we got he started mocking Brody King, like, and this is where Brody King trying to go for a clothesline, but this is where he ducks out of the way. This is where he hit the big right knuckles right into the left side. He's like, I got two right there. Michael with a block. But this is where we got Brody King to hit a shoulder tackle, big shoulder tackle to Colton Gunn. This is where he did the same with Austin. This is where he went right to the right corner side rope. This is where he hit the double shoulder tackle, which both men got back up and went right to the left side corner. This is where he hit the double clothesline onto both Austin and Colton. This is where Juice Robinson tried to clothesline him out of there, but this is where he gets hip tossed right onto his own boys, like on the outside of the left side. This is where we got the House of Black then was getting ready to try to go for a suicide dive right onto the now babyface Bang Bang Gang, but it's where they stopped. That's why they stopped them right red hand. I'll say red hand. They stopped them right in the middle of the ring when they try to go for a triple suicide dive. But this is where they pull out their guns, metaphorically, just their fingers and their hands, like pointing it right to their face. Look like they're about to rob them for their money. But this is where the House of Black's like, we didn't bring our wallets out in the ring. This is where they like, okay, guns up and you're about to get shot. But this is where they hit. This is where Malachi Black and Buddy Matthews did a knee strike on to the guns, while Brody King then hit some strikes right on the Juice Robinson with a big right hand. That's where then he throw Juice Robinson on the right side. Is where they did like this was a 3-on-3 brawl on the outside until we got Brody King sending Colton Gunn back in the ring. That's where then they started going triple team on him, like with like in a heel fashion, with a trios heel, what the heels would do onto to one of the members of the babyface trios. That's where Malachi Black got in control. This is where he tried to go for a wrist lock onto Colton Gunn, but this is where he countered at him and slammed him back first. This is where he put him right in this corner and tagged. This is where they were back in control. This is where we got Austin Gunn got tagged in. This is where we started stomping onto Malachi Black. This is where Aubrey was letting him know that this is not a no DQ contest. This is where he's like, all right, I get it. Like, you don't have to remind me. This is where we got Juice Robinson picks up Malachi Black, and I kind of had a theory here, and I was thinking in my head, I was like maybe the reason why they're turning them babyface is because Juice Robinson's wife's gradually turning face because she's a fan favorite right now with her chin and her TITs and her shoes, which I hope hopefully I did not say nothing inappropriate when I say that, because I don't want to make the tank Juice Robinson, the Juice Tank, just the Juice Tank, very pissed off at me and try to murk me by saying that, even though it's just a joke. But it's where we got Juice Robinson try to go for a cover right onto Malachi Black, but he kicks out at 2.1. But this is where we got Juice Robinson. Come on, count faster than that. This is where Aubrey was like, I can't do that because that won't be fair for the House of Black. This is where Juice Robinson said, what difference does it make? They're not going to play fair with us, but we might as well play dirty with them. This is where then we got Juice Robinson hit Malachi Black face first right into his corner turnbuckle. This is where he tags in Austin Gunn, I believe was. Yeah. This is where then we got Austin Gunn then go for a big right hand right into the midsection of Malachi Black. This is where Austin Gunn was like, the phrase, we got 2 words for you. The fans said, we want guns up. And this is where they gave the Bang Bang Gang guns up. This is where we got this is where we got Austin Gunn tagging in his brother Colton. This is where Colton then got up and then started hitting some stomps right into the midsection of Malachi Black, and they got the advantage. Is where we got this is where then we got Juice Robinson took a page out of Trick Williams' playbook, like with him doing the inspired back-legged kick from Booker T. This is where he did it on to Malachi Black when he got tagged in. This is where he tried to go for a pin, but this is where we got Malachi Black kicks out at 2.7, I believe. This is where Juice Robinson, come on! This should not be happening right now. This is where he tried to go for a headlock, but this is where we got Malachi. Yeah, this is where we got what's his name? Juice Robinson eventually sent Malachi Black right to the bottom left side of the turnbuckle. This is where he's like, alley ball, and this is where Malachi Black moved out of the way, and he missed him by an inch. This is where then he tags in Colton Gunn while we got Colton Gunn stopping Malachi Black. And then I was like, which one is it? Because it looked like they're turning babyface, but it looks like Malachi Black's being the baby face now by getting the disadvantage. But this is where we got Austin Gunn then Colton Gunn sends Malachi Black right into the sliding down, and they got him in the guillotine. After getting him in the guillotine choke, this is where he tried to go for a splash, but this is where he had Malachi Black move out of the way. This is where he oversold the missing of an attack on Malachi Black, like if he was Dolph Ziggler or Nick Nemeth nowadays. But this is where we got his brother Austin Gunn tags himself in the match. This is where he tried to grab him on the Malachi Black, but this is where he kicked him right in the face and pushed him right over to his brother Colton Gunn. He tags in Buddy Matthews, where Buddy Matthews was hitting a comeback move like he was a babyface. But once he hit him with a signature move, he goes for the cover, and he probably would have gotten away with it and became the Trios Championships again if it wasn't for that meddling juice tank. And this is where we got Juice Robinson then hit an elbow strike right into the face of Brody King. This is where we got Juice Robinson throwing Malachi Black right into the right corner side. This is where he tried to go for a close on the Buddy Matthews, but he has an insecurity kick right into there. This is where he hit him face first right into the turnbuckle. Then he kicked him right in the head. This is where Buddy Matthews going for the cross or was it? No, it was a Meteor right into the face. Yeah. This is where Buddy Matthews then hit the canvas with his fist. This is where he tried to go for the cover. This is where he got a 1, he got a 2. But this is where Juice Robinson got the shoulder up. Because nothing was not going to give up at all, like in this match. Like, he's not going to give up, like, especially when the championships are going to be on the line. Like, this is where we got the Guns then start outnumbering Brody King by doing them stomps like if they were the New Day. I thought they were more like the AJ Styles or the Good Brothers, at least, of the WWE. That's where, of the AEW brand. But that's where it looked like they're about to hit